Last flight of the day, got the Beaver out here. I think I got my my gains figured out, at least for today. So I put the reverse back in it. That'll be forward. And that'll be reverse. Well, that felt kind of good. A little air conditioner. Here's the motor here when you got that proportional freewheel on. How it's holding it. Pretty good. So when you're motoring down on the throttle, the motor's going the same speed as your throttle. Like it doesn't. If you chop it all the way down to 0, it won't freewheel in the wind. So wherever you're putting the throttle is the speed that it's going to spin at. No flaps. Let me get it up, and then I'll get you guys out of the sun. Always does that. One of you guys know the answer to that. I'd love to know why it does that ground loop to the left like that. Like I ride the rotor pretty hard, but it still wants to do that. Not every time, but quite often. Like right when the back wheel comes off the ground and it doesn't have the back wheel to steer it anymore, you're relying on the rudder only. The rudder's not holding that. It's like you're at the speed where the wheel won't hold the back straight, and there's not enough wind going across the rudder to hold it straight. So why does it turn like that? Altitude 46 feet 24. Well, I turned the roll rate, the max. I'm in safe. The max rolled like 63%, and I need to go less. I mean, I was trying to do a knife edge in the 300. This thing does a knife edge just turning if you hold the stick all the way. Oh, such a pretty looking plane. Altitude 73. It's really got some presence when it's out here. It's so big. And I wish I could fly it, which I will. Like the RC Informer guy. He flew this plane like my 300. I mean, he was flying it upside down, doing rolls, all kinds of stuff with it. Boy, you could stall this thing pretty easy, like I almost did right there, turning too sharp and not enough speed. Altitude 82 feet, 23.1 volts, 21 amps, 91 Fahrenheit. Let me get a good turn around here and see if you guys can see it level. And safe select off. I mean, it's flying great. Look at that level. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just took some time, Just need to get out here and do it. Flying one battery, once a week, that doesn't get you any practice. I've got today alone 5 or 6 packs in it, and then now I got it trimmed out. I did all the trims in the transmitter when I was flying it, and then I made mechanical trims while it was on the bench, and then I centered all my trims on the transmitter again. So if I had to put 20 clicks into the elevator, then I looked to see what the 20 clicks looked like when you're physically looking at the elevator, and then I adjusted it manually with the control rod, and then I recentered the transmitter, and I did that on all the control surfaces, and now I've got it flying really good. Safe is off right now. Pitching up a little bit. Give her a little down. Let it. When you turn safe off and you trim a little bit, don't flick it back to safe right away, and try not to touch the sticks for like 3 seconds, and then the receiver will remember what you did. So there's safe off. It might be going nose up just a tad. So, let's see what the battery says. All right, safe off. Put 1 click nose down. Now safe back on. Altitude 82. There's safe off. 22.6 volts, 12 beautiful. Amps, 91 Fahrenheit. And then with my timer, I didn't hear what it said on the battery. I was too busy running my mouth. It goes off every 30 seconds. It should say the battery. Here we go. 28 feet, 22.9 volts, 2 amps, 90 Fahrenheit. 22.9, and the 5-minute timer expired. So this thing can go easily 6, probably 7 minutes at the speed I'm flying it. But we'll go ahead and let's try half flap. Yeah, it dives up pretty good still. We'll get to the elevator flat mix shortly. All right, I got a half flap in it. Reverse thrust. Look at that. Stopped it right there on the. Oh. Altitude 4 feet, 22.8 volts, 6 amps, 90 Fahrenheit. All right, transmitter on first. Transmitter's on. Then the airplane, let it energize before we put the battery lid on it. Get done doing the dances. All right, wait a second or two after. Now we can put the battery lid on. Special little technique right there. Just like so. It's going to be the last flight for the extra today. Might run this as one separate video, we'll see. If any of you are watching this and this is your first time watching my channel, if you have found any of the information that I've put out useful, if you would please just click the subscribe button. That's all I ask. It's free. And once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a drawing, and somebody is gonna win the FMS Avanti jet. I'll mail it anywhere in the lower 48 for no charge, and we'll do the drawing any way you guys want it done. You want a random number picker, if you want me to do it on pen and paper like I did with the last giveaway, whatever. But once we get to 1,000, someone's going to win that jet, and I'd like to mail it out Tuesday. And the number of views we get blows my mind. In the past couple months, it's like 20,000. I mean, that is just a small percentage that haven't subscribed. But I understand how it goes now, and so maybe if the FMS Avanti jet doesn't biodegrade, we'll mail it out either way. Maybe you get a box of dust, or you get a kit. Depends on how long it takes. All right, taking off. Try to keep you guys out of the sun here. Saturday afternoon, early evening right now, about 5:30, I guess, maybe 6. The sun's kind of low, and it has been cloudy and overcast all day, which is great for flying. But now the dark clouds went away. At first, it looked like it might rain, but it didn't, and I enjoyed the clouds because kept the sun out of the eyeballs. But now the sun's out good. So had a couple other people show up throughout the day. I've been here for 4 or 5 hours now, I guess. Oh, I had the kids show up with a Carbon Cub that flew one battery pack. Oh, a couple weeks ago. It might have been last time I was here. How they had all kinds of trouble, and then I finally offered some help, and we got it all set up, and the kid flew it like a pro. Well, I saw him today, and he flew it like a pro. And about 6 minutes, the battery was dead. They packed it up and left, and I was standing over here when they were leaving, or I would have offered to charge the battery. I've got the smart charger, but I don't use smart batteries, and I've updated the charger so it can charge Gen 1 or Gen 2 smart packs, and people use my charger all the time. It's here for them to use. A lot of people have asked me what plane to get, and they've gotten an Apprentice, but they haven't upgraded to a better charger yet. And I don't mind if they use my charger at all. And now they know how to use it. And the only rule is, don't stop one of my packs charging. But if you see it there, a battery's done, or there's nothing plugged into it, help yourself. That's what it's there for, and people do. All right, we'll do a little stall turn, a little fast stall turn. Kind of hard to see it. We'll do one more right here. Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful. The windsock is just dead. Beautiful. Sweet. I'd like to hear from you guys how your flying went today. So in the comments, let me know. What are you guys flying? What kind of batteries? What kind of things are you guys doing? I'd love to hear back from you guys like that. A couple other people, a friend of mine that watches the channel, he said that, he asked me, so what do you think about doing a live deal? I've never done it. I don't know if my internet connection is good enough, or if my computer's good enough, or whatever. I would be more than willing to try it. I guess we could just do it's kind of a one-way conversation, right? You guys can, say whatever to me, and I can try to answer it. You guys can pick my brain, or we can talk back and forth. I'll be willing to do it. My friend said he watches some other guy named Jeff, I think, and yeah, Jeff in Lower Alabama on Thursdays. I've seen some other guys on a certain day. I don't want to take from anybody. And then we got to keep in consideration the hours that I work. If we did this on the weekday, the earliest I could do it would be like 8:30 or 8:45 Central. I get off work at 7:30, get home around 8. You got to do the things the get home from work things, and walk my dog and take a shower and all that stuff. And we might could do 8:45 or 9 if that would work with you guys. Or we can just kind of, I tell you what, tomorrow, Sunday, and then the day after Monday, if it's really windy and I can't go flying, what I'll do is I'll put out a video and try to get a response to see if anybody's interested. And if it is, then we'll just set one up for in the next day or two. You know, I'll say, hey, you know, I can't go flying today. Maybe there's other people that aren't. How about we try one of these live things in 2 hours, and let's see if we get a handful of people that say, yeah, let's do it. Then I'll do it. If no one responds, then there's no sense on doing it. But yeah, maybe we'll try that this weekend. I don't have anything else to do besides go fly, but looks like we might have some hurricane winds. All right, timer's already gone off. Up and away. Kick the rudder. Oh yeah. We're gonna do one more fly in the Beaver, and then pack it up. And I think I'm going to Jersey Mike's to get the biggest sandwich they make, and that's what I'm gonna eat for probably the next 24 hours. All right, we'll go around one time and put you guys in the sun real quick, and then we'll land it and get the Beaver out. Come on in. Now it's from the right to the left. I'm facing the other way. Oh, beauty-mas. One last thing I did to the Beaver is I went in the avian program menu on the transmitter, and I took off the enabled freewheel. When I had the freewheel enabled, then the motor would motor according to the throttle. So if you chop the throttle, the motor would not freewheel in the wind. You know, so if you lowered your throttle from full to quarter, then your motor would spin, you know, 25%. So I've taken that off to where it will freewheel in the wind, and let's see if the takeoff is different, if it doesn't ground loop. Got the transmitter on, safe select. Only about my 10th or 15th flight, I guess now. Slowly getting it dialed in. Let's get it bound up. Let it get done initializing. Then we'll put the battery hatch on it. The sun is going behind the mountain. It's in the evening here, so the sun won't be in our face, which is good. Get the sunglasses on. Do a control surface check here. Right aileron, left aileron, rudder, elevator up, elevator down. Elevator or rudder, aileron mix, off and on. Throttle cut off. All right, throttle cut on. Turn the propeller. I'm hoping I don't have this ground loop anymore, but that's one of the things I'm trying to get dialed out still. I've got the Avian Smart speed control in there, and I had freewheel enabled, and that kept the motor motoring with the throttle. For example, if you went from full throttle to 0 real quick, the motor would stop. Or if you went from full throttle to 25%, then the motor would turn 25%. Now when I stop, it should just freewheel in the wind. Maybe that will take something off. So low rates on the ailerons. Rudder, low rates. Got the elevator, mid rates, which is 100%. High rates is 125. We are running a 6S 4500 60C pack. I've got the AS3X gains, 27 across the board at 4X, and then I've got the safe gains at 37 roll, 39 for pitch. had them adjustable at one time and played with it while it was flying on a slider and on a knob, and now I got them both locked in. Also have thrust reverse. We're going to take off with no flaps. I don't have the flaps figured out yet. When I put in an elevator flat mix, you know, to keep the nose from going up, then that was taken away from my safe, you know, because right now with the elevator down mix, it's trying to hold the nose down, but safe select trying to bring it up, and it was just kind of fighting itself a little bit. So I was trying to get all that figured out. So right now I just take off without flaps. There's absolutely no wind, so it'll take a little bit. All right, let's just go for it. I'll try to get you out of the wind, or out of the sun in a minute. Yeah, I tried doing that ground loop. It's still trying to do it. Turn my aileron rudder mix on. I turn it off when I take off because I think that helps with the keeping it straight. You barely bump the aileron stick, you know, the rudder moves. So we'll do a pass with no safe, and I'll show you guys how good and level it's flying here in a minute. Well, I thought that sun was going behind the mountain. I can get you guys out of the sun here in a minute. Maybe we'll do one more pass. All right, now I got the camera set better. Oh, that thing's beautiful. All right, so right here, when I level out, no safe. No safe and hands off the stick, and it's flying good. Safe on, make this turn, lower the throttle a little bit. Got the aileron rudder mix, which it really helps because you have got to use the rudder to turn this plane. That's a fact. If you didn't have a mix, you got to use the rudder on the stick. It just won't turn without the rudder. All right, safe off right there. Let's take back on. Fast.
Altitude 47 feet, 23.9 volts, 4 amps, 100 Fahrenheit.
Safe off. But it flies great now, guys. It flies great. I'm going to work on my elevator flap mix and work on this ground loop, you know, try to figure out why it's doing that. I keep trying to fly it like the extra, fly it slow, and I don't need to do that. I'm going to come around and go low between us and the shelter there and turn the flaps on. So you guys can see it go up. All right, mid flaps. See it dove up right there, and I've got to push down big time. Flaps off. 23.4, 10 amps. Look at that windsock, dead. No movement at all. There's a fire over there too. I see some smoke. And that's more than a barbecue.
Altitude 54 feet, 23.4 volts, 3 amps, 100 Fahrenheit.
Beautiful. Oh, it flies so good now that I got it dialed in a little bit. I was starting to get a little frustrated with it, but I just didn't put much time, you know. I'd bring it out here and I'd fly the extra 20, 30 packs, and this one like 1.5 pack. You can't get any practice doing that. All right. Got the alarm, timer just went off, a minute warning. 5-minute timer, 6S 4500. The last time I landed, it was at like 24.1 or something, so you can really get a long flight out of that big battery. The battery weighs almost 2 pounds.
Altitude 57 feet, 22.7 volts, 8.
All right, 22.7, and we'll land after this go around. Half flap, and then so it said 22.7. We'll see what it says after we land. The motor should be, yeah, the propeller just going in the wind is a big difference.
Feet, 23.4 volts, 0 amps, 97 Fahrenheit.
Oh, thrust reverse. Throttle cut on. Let's see what the telemetry says. Wonder what this girl's name is. Here we go.
0 feet, 23.1 volts, 0 amps, 93 Fahrenheit.
All right, so let's run through the telemetry real quick here. The flight log had 12 fades. Altitude had 105.3 max and a negative 19 during the flight. The receiver volt stayed at 6 the entire time.
Altitude 0 feet, 23.1 volts, 0 amps, 93 Fahrenheit.
See, 23.1. Before we landed, it said 22.7. All right, so the ESC minimum maximum 22 volts was a minimum. Of course, no amps for the motor. Had a temperature of 71.6 and a BEC temp of 73.4. And it had a BEC voltage of 6.05. Now the maximum RPM was 8,411. It had a maximum voltage of 25.3. Maximum amp draw 56.6. FET temp 102.2. BEC temp 84.2. And maximum BEC volts was 6.10 volts. We're at 0 feet, almost 0.3 feet above where we started, and that's it.
Altitude -4 feet, 23.5 volts, 0 amps, 90 Fahrenheit.
Whoa, all right then. Get back over here. Get over here. Get away from here. See you later. Get back over here. Here, Beaver. Here, Beaver. Here, Beaver. Good beavers. Good beaver. Good beaver. Get out of here, Beaver. Get out of here. Okay, okay, okay. Now get back over here. Alright guys, we're going to squeeze in one more with the extra. Transmitter on. Plane. Let it initialize, then we'll put the battery hatch on it. You don't want to disturb it right now while the gyro is initializing. Let it do its dances. And sit for a second, then we'll put it on. Got one of these cheap LiPo alarms. That's all I use in this plane. It's set for 3.6. And if the alarm does go off, it's because you know, they're older batteries or something, and I've given it a lot of throttle real quick, kind of like that. All right, awesome. No wind. Oh, it jumped off the edge. Well, this might be the last day or the last flight of the whole 3-day weekend. So lucky for you guys, you'll get a bunch of videos. We'll do some more on the 636. I got one I've been working on just a little bit on the DXE, DXS. I need to do that for some guys that I've met here, plus many of you. Many of the people that watch need to see this as well. And we'll do all kinds of stuff. What a beautiful evening right now. If you're new to my channel and any of my information has helped you in any way, please subscribe. That's just how the whole thing works. And click the like button. And that helps with the YouTube algorithm. And that lets YouTube's big computer know that you guys like watching what I put out and you like the information. And then that puts my videos in front of other people. And then in turn, the subscription count will continue to go up. And when the subscription count keeps going up, then that keeps me wanting to make these videos. Once we get to 1,000, I'm going to do a drawing and someone's going to win the FMS Avanti Jet. We did a giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers and we only had like 35 entries. So at 1,000 subscribers, you know, the statistic, I can't say it, shows that we'll probably get about 300 entries. So, you know, you have a really good chance of winning it. You know, I'm just kind of guessing right now, but I know we're over 30,000 views and 6,000 of those are from subscribers. So the rest are from non-subscribers. And then there's another percentage that shows if somebody's logged in to where they could hit subscribe, and then there's another, you know, percentage thing that shows people aren't logged in. But with the people that are logged in, that's still, you know, something ridiculous, 15,000 or something. But I will take it as it comes, and hopefully the FMS Avanti Jet doesn't biodegrade or whatever sitting in the box. So whoever wins it will either get a bunch of dust or get a cool jet. All right, let's see if we can do this a little inverted action. A little silhouette right here. I'm gonna see if I can do a cool stall turn right here where the sun is. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautimous. What a gorgeous day, evening out here. Beautiful. Up, kick the throttle or rudder. Oh, beautiful. Let's do it again. One more. Passing the forest of crashed planes. Up, kick the rudder. Oh, and screw the pooch on that. We have to do it again now. I wasn't going fast enough. All right, coming around the mountain when she comes. All right. Up, kick the rudder. Oh man, look at that. And then safe select on. Timer says 1:04 to go. We can get a couple more of those in, and then we'll just wrap this up. And look at that rudder. Oh, what a beautiful. All right, this time I won't hit safe, and we'll just let it fall down on its own. Rudder. No. Turn safe on. We got time to do another one. We're at 37 seconds on the timer. 5-minute timer. 4S 3400 Ovonic battery. I think it's a 50C. Up. Oh, it's already going that way. There's the rudder, just letting it fall safe. Let's get one more in. One more, then we'll land it. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. It's Memorial Day. Rudder. Oh, we did it. All right. I couldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for people that were honoring in the Memorial Day. Bring her in for a landing. We might go around 2 times just because it's pretty and we know we got plenty of battery coming right at us. Oh, it's pretty good. Get one more good pass. Oh, it's good. All right, landing. Left to the right, landing. And a good landing too. This is the time of night that I wish I had the Timber X with all the lights or the Radiant. You know, this is like probably the perfect time of night to do something with lights in it. All right, guys, you're awesome. Thank you.